Hi guys, again I'm welcoming you all to our post-match review session. We saw a fantastic match yesterday between the two powerhouses in international cricket, India and Australia, and it was a nail-biting thriller till the end. And in the end, India eventually managed to overcome the ghosts of World Cup 2023 and knock the Aussies out of the Champions Trophy 2025, and we are into the finals now.
Yeah. So obviously it was a very fantastic match where Australia showed some very good spirit, even with the B team which they were playing with the limited options which they have. But they tried to control a match and tried to win till the very last. But obviously it was India all over them because with the batting order which India has, it was never going to be easy for Australia to defend 264, and I guess Australia were some 20 to 30 runs short, and like India batted brilliantly. Everybody performed because if you see, other than Shubman Gill, everyone contributed, and obviously Virat Kohli was phenomenal. KL Rahul also played well, but what I liked most was Shreyas Iyer. And
Yeah,
I guess now the number four position, the number four problem of India, which was persisting from 2015. I don't know who all have played.
yeah.
Ajinkya Rahane, then Raidu,
Even Dinesh
Dinesh
Karthik.
Karthik,
Yeah,
Dinesh Karthik, and then there was another guy,
Rishabh Pant.
Shankar, even
Yeah, Rishabh Pant played. Yeah,
Rishabh Pant, Suresh Raina was also tried at number four, and Shankar, Vijay Shankar has been also tried,
yeah,
and but Shreyas Iyer very good. And I was just reading a stat. He's the only batsman to bat at number four who has a strike rate of greater than 100 and 1500 plus runs combined. If you combine both these scenarios, so Shreyas Iyer is the only batsman, and this is the most positive point which I like because Virat Kohli obviously he plays as it is.
yeah,
What to say about?
yeah. That was
And
super.
also Akshar's contribution and management decision to promote him up because with this we are further deepening our batting order. KL Rahul is there and he is further stabilizing. So we'll all discuss all these issues and all these scenarios. So Anirudh, can you begin with a
Yeah,
toss thing?
yeah. It
And
was.
one more thing, and again Rohit has lost the toss. So
Yeah,
it's like
he has lost 13, 14
14,
consecutive tosses.
14 tosses in a row.
Yeah, but it was expected actually. Whoever wins the toss, they were going to bat first because we saw in the previous match in that India versus New Zealand match where India batted first and they posted 249 and they were able to defend it. So Australia would have seen that match and they would have decided like, okay, if you win the toss, they're going to bat first. They would have decided like that, and that's why they won the toss and they chose to bat. And as I said, Jake Fraser McGurk didn't play. Cooper Connolly played and opened the batting. I told you because Jake Fraser McGurk will keep on, like he will keep going for six every ball, and that approach won't work in ODIs. But
Conley also got Rohit out.
Cooper Connolly can also bowl left arm off spin and can also
He got Rohit's wicket, I guess.
yeah, he got Rohit's wicket. So Cooper Connolly he played and he opened the batting, but unfortunately maybe he needs more exposure in international cricket because straight away when you're coming into an ODI and that too in a Champions Trophy semi-final against India, it's never going to be easy. So I think that's where he struggled and he got out straight away for a duck. Yeah.
and and that too he was facing Mohammad Shami with new ball.
Yeah.
That's also we should consider because Shami is some kind of magician with new ball.
Yeah. No, he will learn with the experience actually. It's not never easy.
Hmm.
Now, if I ask you to go and play straight away in a World Cup semi-final, can you play? It will be
Obviously.
yeah. Straight away coming into a semi-final is never easy. I think that's where I think Australia missed Matthew Short. If he was there, at least in
Hmm.
previous matches he was performing something for Australia. But new player coming into a semi-final, it was obviously tough. I think that's where they lost the early wicket. But after that, again, Travis Head, he gave a big scare. Like he was bashing the Indian bowlers everywhere, like all around
Ah,
the like leg side, offside, everywhere he was hitting. And suddenly everyone thought, okay, the headache has arrived once again for India. Like every time Travis Head is performing against India, like that, everyone started to think. But again, yeah, Varun Chakravarti, how can, like I keep on saying that this is the Bumrah of spin bowling now. We somehow managed to produce different Bumrahs. How does Indian cricket
ah.
do that?
That's a very good thing because now we can see even in the bowling department we are getting very great players. Initially, it was all about batsmen in the previous era, and bowlers didn't get that much credit, but they got also their performance was not like that. Like we are getting now Bumrah, Chakravarti, and even if you see Ravindra Jadeja, he has been performing from so long in
Yeah,
the bowling department, batting department, but yeah, and yes, like Varun Chakravarti was phenomenal. He got head out, and I guess it was head's fault only. How can you go against the bowler so quick? Like so initially, it was his first over, I guess, only Chakravarti's, and he went for
yeah,
that slog. And like Varun Chakravarti got 5 wickets in the previous match, so I guess head could have been a bit more cautious against him because he would have got easy bowlers like as compared to Chakravarti. Like there was Ravindra Jadeja, there was Akshar. He could have targeted.
Kuldeep Yadav was
Yes,
there.
but
Yeah.
and also run rate was not very slow that time when Head got out. So it was, I guess, some
But
miscalculation from Head.
actually, the pitch was not the same which was played in the India versus New
Hmm.
Zealand, but still both teams went in with four spinners, which is not a.
Huh.
India also didn't change their team. They went in with the team against New Zealand, which they played against New Zealand. And Australia also they dropped Spencer Johnson and brought in Tanveer Sangha, who was not that effective actually.
Huh.
Elite runs.
Yeah.
But again, Varun Chakravarti, if Varun Chakravarti hadn't taken Travis Head's wicket, I think the match would have slipped away there itself. It was a big wicket
Oh,
at that.
yeah, yes, obviously they would have got some 30 to 40 more runs
Yeah, that would have been the match
because
because in the end,
hmm,
if you see, it became a little tight actually.
huh.
So yeah, that was a big wicket, and then after that, Steve Smith and Labuschagne, both of them batted well. Like they formed a good partnership. And then people started
Yeah.
to say after a headache, it's Smith ache and all they were saying. But then
But yeah, but they were not too fluent because obviously pitch was a bit slow, but it was not the way like they were building a partnership. But once Labuschagne got out, then like English couldn't like
yeah,
carry on this with the same momentum.
yeah, Labuschagne got out, and then Josh Inglis struggled a little. What I feel
Hmm.
is maybe after Travis had got out, maybe at that time they could have brought in Josh Inglis.
Yeah, exactly. The same thing which India is doing with KL Rahul, they could have done with Labuschagne.
Yeah,
They, they could have kept him in the lower middle order so that there is some kind of a player who can just rotate the strike. Because if you see, uh, Carey played very good, but then after Maxwell got out, Carey was like
See,
not in a clear
this,
set of mind.
this is exactly the problem with players like Maxwell. Like even he is sometimes playing like Jake Fraser Magar. To be honest, every ball he
And
wants.
Livingston.
Yeah, Livingston, Maxwell, Jake Fraser Magar. There's another player called Finn Allen. He'll also go for
Uh,
six. He's not even in the New Zealand team now, but when he was
They'll
there,
not they will not analyze the situation and they will just go for because
Phil
a
Salt.
partnership was needed. A partnership was needed by like if Maxwell played for a bit, at least he scored 20-25 runs, then Carey would have got because Carey was well set then.
Yeah,
And after
definitely.
Maxwell got out,
Definitely, if Maxwell had played a little slow at that time, then they both could have formed a partnership 280, 290 if they had reached. Anything could have happened, isn't
Hmm.
it?
Because once Maxwell got out, it was all about then surviving 50 overs.
Yeah.
And hardly there were no batter because Dwarshuis was there and then Zampa, Ellis and Sangha.
This
So
is
you
where
can't expect more.
this is where I think Australia missed someone like Pat Cummins. If you see in the
Hmm.
previous ICC tournaments, when wickets fall like this, the middle order crumbles, Pat Cummins always stands tall for them in the batting, and he provides the finishing touches. He stays, he plays a little cameo. They were missing that yesterday. Like that's why if you see the lower order, they couldn't find a batter who can stay and bat out the 50 overs. They couldn't find a batter like that. That's why
Yeah.
even yesterday Australia were in some trouble. You never see Australia in this
Yeah.
much trouble actually in ICC knockouts, but yesterday we were able to see that.
Yes, yes, and that's why partnerships were important because you can't lose too many wickets like very quickly because Maxwell got out. But like I guess that was the turning point where Maxwell got out, and it was evident now they will be not able to cross 290 or 280 because when Labuschagne and Smith were playing, it was evident that they will take the score up to 300.
I think Smith got out at a wrong time. I think I
Huh,
think that shot from
wicket
Smith was
also.
not required.
Obviously. His wicket was also, but I guess that was a very well planned wicket because he had to manufacture a shot out of that, out of Shami,
No,
because all the leg
he
side
tried
was
to
blocked for him.
no, he tried to come down the pitch and he was going for expansive shot. Why was that shot
Uh,
made?
he was targeting offside the deep cover region because that region was free and leg side was all packed at that time. So it was good captaincy by for getting Smith out because he's very good off the legs. If you keep bowling him middle stump, leg stump, he'll keep you milking for signals.
Yeah, yeah. It was a full toss ball. Full toss ball, he missed it.
Ah, full toss on off stump. Yeah, full toss on off stump.
Yeah,
And
there was no need of that shot, according to me, actually. You see,
many
some
wickets fell yesterday when those shots were not needed. If you
yeah,
if you see even in Indian innings, many wickets fell that way only. Like Kohli, Hardik, not that shot was not needed.
yeah. No, Hardik Pandya actually played well, but if you we will come to the Indian innings actually. Again,
Uh-huh.
from Indian bowling, as see again, I said if you need to drop anyone, drop Kuldeep Yadav. I said he has gone wicketless. All other
Yeah, that problem I also highlighted that Kuldeep is unable to take wickets in middle over.
yeah. So if you want, you can drop Kuldeep Yadav and bring in Harshit Rana if you want badly.
But I don't think, see, the pitch was changed and still India went with four spinners. So I guess this is the template with which they are going in final.
Yeah, and I think I don't know whether India is going to win this tournament.
No, I'm telling you, if South Africa comes, then we have an easy chance because now New Zealand are aware of the bowlers because South African players will be playing Varun for the first time, I guess, in ODIs.
No, no, they have
But
already played in their own conditions. They have played in the T20 series. In that one, he has picked up five wickets. Varun Chakravarti.
I'm talking about, I guess, ODI format. I guess they
Yeah, this
haven't
is
played
they
Chakraborty.
they have faced him. South Africa have faced
Uh-huh.
Chakravarti, so they will be aware of what
Uh-huh.
roles and what he can bring. But I guess I think India will win this tournament. I think that is my prediction. But let's see. Um, yeah, and then coming to like Australia, lower order did try a little like the Ben Dwarshuis, he hit a six, and then Nathan Ellis hit a six. Like the lower order tried to keep on stretching, and in the end they finished with 264. But
And
maybe
even that run out of that
like
carry was unfortunate. Like
yeah,
if
that,
if he
yeah,
played till 50 overs, they could have scored bit more. And I don't know what was the need of. He just wanted to keep the strike, I guess, and that's why. And again, Shreyas Iyer, what to talk about this man? Superb
yeah.
fielding.
Hey, all roundly India is so good actually. Now I'm just getting a feeling. Apart from Australia, can any other team is any other team even capable of beating this Indian team in the future? Like this team just looks untouchable, isn't it? Indian team. Hardly
that
seeing Indian team lose nowadays. in
Obviously, obviously. If you have KL Rahul's caliber batsman batting such a deep down order, then you can imagine what is the strength of batting. Rahul is batting, and then Hardik is coming for below Rahul, and then still you have Ravindra Jadeja sitting in the dugout. Ravindra Jadeja has three triple centuries in first class cricket, if you remember, and he
yeah,
is batting at four,
we,
five,
we
six,
know
seven,
that
eight, number eight.
we know Ravindra Jadeja's capabilities. No, he has won that IPL 2023. He won for CSK.
Hmm.
No, last two balls, 10 runs.
Ah. So imagine like what kind of batting we have. And if you even see our bench strength, Yashasvi is waiting for his chances.
Yeah,
So just imagine. So there was a like one of where I read somewhere that Pakistan's first 11 are worse than the bench strength of India's 11. This is the kind of difference which has arisen between the teams.
that's correct. But the thing is, now we might not see India lose many matches actually because in if you see India has one of the best T20 sides in the world now. There Surya Kumar Yadav is the captain, and there you have the players like Abhishek Sharma, Sanju Samson, Tilak Verma. All those people are dominating there. And here in
And
ODI format, we are having this team.
yeah, and even if you see the bowling of T20,
Yeah.
imagine Bumrah bowling 4 overs, Varun Chakravarti bowling 4 overs. So you can say
Oh,
the match for the other team is for 12 overs only. You can't
yeah.
score more on Bumrah, more on like Chakravarti, and like great for Indian cricket.
Yeah, now the thing is, I'm just wondering, like, uh, okay, India is there, but I'm wondering which team is capable of even touching. I mean, even trying to win against this team, this Indian team.
See, Australia played good cricket. They showed some competition. So you can say that Australia are there with well like along with India because Australia was also missing few players and very important players. So you need
Yeah,
to keep that in mind also. And then obviously you can give chance to New Zealand and South Africa. But other than those teams, I don't see anyone beating this kind of a team in neutral condition. Obviously, home conditions become different thing. You go to Sri Lanka, you go to England, there they have tailored match condition for them.
yeah, yeah,
Obviously, they can be, but in an ICC tournament like this, obviously India is playing some very good cricket, and it's hard to defeat them.
yeah. Excellent, actually, from India. Like this kind of dominance. If you see in the last four ICC tournaments, India have lost only one match.
That final, yeah.
Yeah, that November 19th match is the only match which India has lost in the last three ICC tournaments combined. Limited overs white ball ICC tournaments.
Wow.
Which begs the question that apart from Australia, no one else can even touch this Indian team.
Yeah, you can say that, but still wait for Sunday. You never know. You never
Yeah.
know what can happen. Like, let's see who qualifies there because my prediction is that New Zealand, and I guess you are predicting South Africa.
Yeah, yeah. No, I had actually
Hmm.
predicted Australia South Africa finals, but now Australia's gone. I thought Australia will somehow do the things and get. Maybe if Australia had their Cummins, Hazelwood, Stark, if they had been there, maybe they could have won it actually. Because then they
Huh.
batting depth and also bowling would have been there to defend the score. But yesterday the problem was
Obviously.
lacked in the bowling and they lacked in the batting depth also.
Other than Zampa, there were no aggressive bowlers. Even Dwarcius and Ellis, they are somewhat defensive kind of bowler. They are not wicket takers. Probably they got wickets, but coming and delivering wicket in middle overs was what Australia missed. Because there was a huge partnership which once India were 43 for 2, I guess the condition was tricky. But then again, that 90 and 90 the partnership which happened between Shreyas
Yes.
and Kohli.
Shreyas Iyer and Virat Kohli. Like second time in a row, Shreyas Iyer is saving India from that kind of a position. You see, yesterday
Mm,
Shubman Gill, he got out. He was 8 runs from 11 balls. He got out. Rohit Sharma actually had 2 lives, and even after
ah,
that, the third time he got out. LBW to Cooper Connolly.
but
There
he
are
did what like the kind of start which we wanted, we got because we were around 43 in 8 over when Rohit got out, and for a 264 chase that was enough. But the good thing was in middle order again, Shreyas,
yes,
Akshar,
and then Akshar Patel, he came in valuable innings with 27 runs from
super,
30.
super.
That shot from with which he got out, I felt was unnecessary actually at that point in time. Like across the line,
Ah,
got bowled. That shot wasn't necessary. And then KL Rahul again, the many people were
wow.
questioning strike rate in that World Cup in 2023 final, and now he is standing there
Exactly,
and winning the match.
exactly.
Yeah,
And finished the match with a six and made that statement that, okay, that was not my fault. That
yeah.
pitch was like that. You can't play good. Like,
But
and what about Kohli shot? He could have again got his century. Why? I was so sad.
yeah,
Kohli
but
couldn't get his
what an innings
century.
from Hardik Pandya actually. When the
Huh, obviously.
things were getting tight, like some 3 overs, 24 runs to win it was. That time he's hitting
Huh,
up.
then he got two sixes.
Yeah. Otherwise, this would have almost gone like that 30 balls, 30 runs thing we saw no last year.
I was telling this only that South Africa have lost this match from the same situation, 30
Yeah.
of 30.
And it was
But then we had Bumrah. We had Bumrah and the opponents were South Africa. So all these things combined, they can
yeah,
choke anytime.
yeah, that's
And I guess we missed Kohli's discussion again.
one.
I guess we missed Kohli's discussion. Like, what is this man made up of? Every time he's
Yeah.
performing,
World,
he took 56 singles yesterday. 56 singles.
yeah, Virat Kohli. And only 5 boundaries actually in 84 from 98.
And
Just
then
in this
also he managed
in this
in strike rate of 86.
yeah, yeah. But in this kind of a pitch, that is what you need actually, because
Obviously.
it won't be like you can smash 330, 340. You can't score like that. You need to play slowly, and whenever the loose balls come, then only you can score the boundaries. Till then, you have to keep the scoreboard. You need to keep the scoreboard ticking. You need to keep taking singles and doubles. And as
And
we are
even in
speaking here,
the
I think Steve Smith has retired from ODI cricket.
oh my god. Wow.
I just now got the news.
Okay, so that's a bit sad news.
Yeah, what happened? He played well yesterday. Why is he retiring?
I guess I don't know. He could have played. He played such a good innings, and obviously, yeah, he has announced his retirement. And but he will play Tests and T20. Only
Yeah, yeah.
ODI, yes.
Yeah, maybe yesterday they would have felt bad actually because they would have wanted to win
Huh.
against India. And I mean, Australians' attitude is even like we are all emotional here if India loses, but they get
Hmm.
ultra emotional if they lose. I know about Australians'
Obvious.
attitude because they are always like win at all costs. That is their attitude. They will not want to lose. They are an even
Hmm.
unbelievable side actually.
So, what are you expecting? Can you see another retirement from New Zealand after
New
the
Zealand.
Champions Trophy? Williamson.
Don't know. Williamson?
Williamson.
No, I think Kane Williamson will play till ODI 2027
World
World
Cup.
Cup. Play. See, he hasn't won any ODI tournament, isn't it?
No,
At
so
least,
that's what my question is.
yeah,
Because
because
my predictions are New Zealand.
Steve Smith has won the World Cup in 2023 and also World Cup 2015 also he has won. So,
No. So imagine New Zealand winning Champions Trophy, and then I can say you can say that. Okay,
That is
Williamson can
possible.
say.
That is possible. That is possible. We'll see.
Yeah, I was talking about Kohli, and I just read a stat that he took 70 singles against Pakistan and then
Yeah.
56 singles against New Zealand. Wow, this is
No,
some.
Virat Kohli is always standard for the fitness levels. No, he only set the standards for fitness levels here. So he is the fittest cricketer. So how much ever singles he wants, he can take and he can do it.
Wow, that's wow. And now coming to the bowling of Australia, they missed the greats, obviously, no question about that.
Yeah, but
Dwarcius.
Nathan Ellis bowled well. Ben Dwarshuis
Hmm.
was initially unlucky because Rohit Sharma was dropped a couple of times, and then
Ha.
Virat Kohli was also dropped once earlier.
By Zampa's ball, na? By Maxwell, like
Yeah,
they
yeah,
both.
yeah, yeah. Maxwell dropped him. So this was all unlike
Uh,
Australia, isn't it? Normally, you don't see Australia drop this many catches.
Obviously, yeah. They take which catches which are not there to be taken. They make catches out of those. And yesterday
Yeah.
they dropped catch.
No, in fact, that Rohit Sharma, one of the catches, it was similar to the Travis Head catch in the
Hmm.
2023 World Cup final, running back, but Manas dropped it. So
Huh. That
something
was
was
a tough
favoring.
catch. That was tough catch. Labuschagn's catch was very tough.
No, that itself shows that something was favoring India yesterday. I think some luck was there. That's why we were able to win. But again, Tanvir Sangha, they brought in Tanvir Sangha instead of Spencer Johnson, but that didn't work out well because he was expensive. 6 overs, 41
Huh.
runs. Don't know about whether that selection was good or not.
Even Zampa was not able to control runs.
Yeah,
60
Zampa,
runs out.
last over, Hardik Pandya smashed him.
That's why I guess those yeah.
Maxwell also leaked runs. Like Australia, I think in this yesterday's pitch was more helping the batters. So in that
Hmm.
kind of pitch, maybe Australia should have scored 280, 290. Maybe that could have been a
Obviously,
yeah.
that could have been a winning score, obviously. Because with 267, like it is very difficult to like defend because run rate of 5 is required. They could easily get, and with Shreyas Iyer, he was like continuously getting boundaries at regular interval, and then it was all easy for Kohli. He was just milking singles, and then Shreyas also. And once Shreyas got out, even Akshar came, and he was also playing with the same tempo. He also got a boundary and a six, and then KL also came. So I guess the plan was the same simple plan. Innings will revolve around Kohli, and He'll keep the run rate within the reach, and that's how we easily won the match. Not easily, but obviously we won the match.
Yeah, yeah. But it's a good thing actually. But I
Hmm.
would say well played to Australia because even with all this depleted sources, depleted team, depleted bowling lineup, still they managed to chase the 350 plus runs against England and then qualifying for the semi-finals and then coming here and they almost gave a big scare to India before India won. So imagine
Obviously.
if this Australian team is doing this, is bringing it this close for India. If the main Australian team plays, then we never know, isn't it?
Obviously, yeah. Yes. So now I'm pretty much excited to see Australia in upcoming ODI match. Any idea when Australia plays its next ODI? I guess.
Yeah, we need to check, but before that, there's a big IPL now, so people will come and
So,
come to IPL. So all those things are there. Now my question is,
uh,
South Africa or New Zealand is going to come to the final and play against India in Dubai. Now, should those teams win the toss and bat first again, or should they go and should they chase in the finals?
no, definitely. If you see from their perspective, they should bat first. If they are South Africa, at least they should bat first. They don't. They will again choke. I'm telling you. If they'll bat second, if South Africa, suppose let's say scenario South Africa qualifies, so
Yeah,
they will choke because obviously spin will again try to attack you like very
yeah,
badly.
Yeah, the
And
spin
in
will try
that,
to
in that chasing thing,
spin tries to attack one thing. Another thing is the anxiety of the finish line. That is with
exactly.
yeah.
So with South Africa, I'll say, come on, if you want to win, bat first, score good. Don't target 330, 340, target for 280, 290, and then you can manage things.
And South
And with
Africa
New Zealand,
good bowling lineup. South Africa have a good bowling attack. Marco Jansen,
huh,
Kagiso, Vian Mulder is also bowling well. Keshav Maharaj is
exactly,
there. Yeah.
exactly. And with Marco Jansen in the side, you can target Kohli and Rohit again. Left arm bowler is there is somewhat which proves a bit difficult for them to face.
Yeah.
Because if you see Shaheen was not in his prime. He has after that injury.
Yeah.
But when Shaheen was there, he has shown what he can do. Same thing I'm expecting from Jansen. Not expecting what South Africans would be expecting. I'm not expecting.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
So
Jansen will bowl well actually. We saw against England also. Even Lungi Ngidi is also bowling well.
yeah, Ngidi and Rabada. Rabada is like right. I consider him great
And then
bowler.
they are having, and then that Vian Mulder, he is also bowling well actually. So it's a
Huh.
good bowling lineup for South Africa. So it wouldn't be
The
easy for
only, the only issue is their team selection. Will they go with Keshav Maharaj and another spinner which they have in this squad?
Shamsi.
Huh? Huh.
Tabriz Shamsi.
Sham- Shamshi, Tamre Shamshi. So I guess they should go with both the spinners
But who will you
on
replace?
that.
Drop Lungi Ngidi and bring in Shamsi.
No, I guess the team they played, obviously not dropping Ngidi. We'll need to analyze that also. Let's see. Once they qualify, we can discuss on
Yeah,
that
yeah.
team.
So first we need to see what they are doing today, and then we'll yeah,
Uh,
what happens.
and but if suppose New Zealand qualifies, then also I want them to bat first only.
In case New Zealand qualifies, I think New Zealand can win this championship because
My predictions are that only.
I think
My
India
prediction.
escaped in that last league match. They were losing actually. India they escaped. 250 wasn't an enough to, wasn't going to be enough there.
Hmm. That was all because Varun Chakravarti was, I guess, proved, and it will not. It doesn't happen again and again. The same
Yeah.
bowler again getting five.
No,
That doesn't
it will
happen.
also change, isn't it? Now yesterday's pitch, if you see Varun Chakravarti got only 2 wickets. He didn't get 5 wickets.
He got 2 wickets, and Australians were playing him somewhat average, like they were managing him. So if
Yeah.
New Zealand plays, and my predictions are that New Zealand is taking this Champions Trophy again, I will say I have predicted India New Zealand final and New Zealand taking this Champions Trophy. So again, I want them to bat first if they want to win. Other than that, I don't know. So then they can prove a difficult opponent for India.
Yeah, yeah, definitely actually because even in that last league match, India was supposed to lose like 30
Hmm.
for 3. Like the bat, I'm able to see that Indian batting is struggling against that New Zealand new ball bowlers, Matt Henry, Kyle Jamieson, Will O'Rourke. That is a quality bowling attack. I think even South African batting will struggle today.
I guess, and that's a knockout. So obviously South Africa will do something
Yeah, but the thing is,
strange.
New Zealand is having the wood over South Africa in ICC knockouts.
I guess everybody has wood over South Africa in knockouts.
Yeah. No, but 2015 World Cup, you remember, isn't it? In Auckland.
Ah, I remember that World Cup. Yeah.
Grant Elliott, that six, and then South African players will be in tears. So that's still hurting actually. So,
Ah,
and even last year, Women's T20 World Cup final also, New Zealand has beaten South Africa. So New Zealand has the wood over South Africa. So won't be surprised if they can win today.
yeah, I am predicting New Zealand to win because I find a very balanced side in the form of New Zealand's team. And South Africa, again, with the record they have, I guess they will choke. If not today, then on Sunday. And if they
Yeah.
choke today only, they will choke. They have to choke.
No. I think they will win the WTC. I think they are in the finals of WTC. No.
That's what I want. That's why I want South Africa should win that WTC.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
see that we'll see those things. But in the end, a very good win for India actually. Like finally, the ghosts of November 2023 are buried. Australia are knocked out of Champions Trophy 2025, and just one step to go now. Win the final, win the
Hmm.
trophy.
And I guess once today's semi-final gets complete, the picture will be clear whom India is playing, and then India can work on its strategy. So, well, normally I don't see this any change in this squad. But do you see Kuldeep getting replaced from Harshit if South Africa qualifies, or
Uh,
I guess
no,
same squad?
if South Africa qualifies, they might struggle against spin. So I think Kuldeep can continue actually.
Okay, so then, so I guess they'll play the same squad only
Yeah, yeah.
with the same
No, but
winning
if
combination.
New Zealand comes, it all also depends on the pitch conditions, isn't it? The pitch, if it is assisting spinners, then obviously we'll go with the four spinners.
I guess this was the best batting wicket which we got yesterday. Of all the matches which India has played in Dubai, this was the best wicket, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, that's correct actually. That's why Australia actually, yes, Australia scored the highest score in Dubai yesterday in this tournament.
Hmm.
This 264. That
And
is
that
only,
got chased.
yeah, that got this. But the quality of this Indian team here, like to lose one match in the last three ICC tournaments combined is it's out of my mind actually how you can have this kind of record.
Yeah,
Is
obviously.
it
Imagine,
is it
imagine. Yeah.
no, is it Rohit Sharma's captaincy or is it that this team is just performing so well? What is it about? How are India able to dominate this much?
It's both the things. See, Rohit's captaincy is also good, but the team which you are having, imagine KL Rahul playing at 6-7. He opens the inning in BGT. You remember he was opening
Yeah,
against the swing bowlers. So imagine the kind of skill he has, and he's playing at number 7 in this batting lineup.
yeah,
Yashasvi is sitting outside. Sanju is not able to find a place, and you know what they are probably like capable of.
yeah. That's true actually.
And that's a way. Imagine being the coach of other team and the management of other team. How do you plan against this batting? You have so much variety. Rohit, Gill, Kohli, Iyer, Akshar, Rahul, Hardik, Jadeja.
That is
When will
right.
they end?
Only if you reach that Shami in that batting lineup, you can relax. Till then, you
Then all.
still
Then
have problems. Yeah.
by
Where?
that time, I guess India makes 280, 290, 300 easily till the time we reach Shami.
Yeah, yeah. That's the thing actually. But another question I want to ask: is cricket over dominated by India and Australia nowadays?
Nowadays, if you see, obviously, on one hand, we are trying to take cricket to global level. Olympics has considered now
But now,
cricket.
now it seems as if all other teams are in downfall and only India and
Yeah,
Australia.
obviously. On the other hand, if you see only four countries, if I'll pick India, Australia, New Zealand, and South Africa, and even in
Even
those
that
in
four
these
teams,
countries,
even amongst that four teams, few teams are choking, isn't it? That is the
obviously,
thing.
even if among those teams also, only India and Australia are the ones who are dominating. If
Yeah,
you understand the sense of what domination is. So obviously, India and Australia are the dominant forces. And the other worrying thing is that the difference between dominant teams and other teams is way too much.
yeah,
It's not as if like Pakistan, Bangladesh, Afghanistan, they could come and catch levels with India and Australia. No, that's not happening. At
yeah,
least in the ICC tournaments, I'm not considering those bilateral tournaments,
yeah.
but
I
in the
see it.
ICC
Yeah.
tournaments, obviously, India, Australia, India, Australia. It's again and again India, Australia.
Yeah, because if you see, the World Test Championship is now in Australia's hands. ODI World Cup is in Australia's hands. T20 World Cup is in India's hands. Now Champions Trophy, if again South Africa and New Zealand they are going to choke, means again it will come to India's hands. Like everything
Mhm.
is coming to only India and Australia, and there is a massive gap. Now England is also in downfall. At least they were doing good a few years back. Now they are in downfall. Other teams, Pakistan is in downfall. Bangladesh is not capable of winning. Afghanistan still developing, still rising. That will take time for them to come. They need to compete in semi-final, final. That is a long way for them. They are just able to win now, but winning trophies is something else that will take. So, like, is this a concern for cricket that there are not many competitive teams nowadays?
Obviously, if you want cricket to grow as a sport on a global level, you need to have more competitive teams. It's not worthy that you just have so many nations playing cricket, but they are coming and losing to India and Australia again. So what's the point? What's the point of having a tournament? You can just declare them winner or just consider a final match and play between India and Australia. So obviously, other nations need to look into this. ICC needs to look into this. That why this gap is growing so much huge.
Yeah,
And
there is a big concern actually because now Sri Lanka and West Indies are nowhere. Like uh, we are all happy that India is winning and India is doing well, but everything is not about Indian cricket. No, India is just one team in cricket. If cricket needs to
obviously, yeah.
grow, there should be some competition. There should be a game. Then only the cricket is cricket. Otherwise, it's nothing, isn't it?
Exactly. Because if you go at the football's way, you see so many competition, like so much competition is there. Any team can defeat anyone. In the World
Yeah.
Cups, you see so many upsets are happening. But here, if you see in our World Cups, firstly, the nations playing cricket are very less as compared to football. But
Yeah.
again, the kind of rivalry which we are seeing in football is missing in cricket. And again, if ICC wants to make cricket a global sport, then huge amount of work needs to be done. It's not as
I
if
will
just you
tell you
will go and promote.
I will tell you two rivalries. Only two rivalries are there in cricket. One rivalry is India versus Australia. Second rivalry in Australia versus England. These are the only two rivalries in cricket. Others are all just hype only, not real.
Fake fake agenda. Others are fake agenda. Those
Yeah.
PR thing, those broadcasting thing. Yes, exactly.
No, but this is actually a concern. Actually, that, someone needs to take steps to solve this because I don't know why, but I'm not getting like during my childhood days. Also, I've been watching this cricket. Now also I'm watching. I'm not getting the same vibes what I got then. I'm not able to get that vibes now when I'm watching. Something I'm missing.
Obviously, the competition we are missing, the players, the dedication, the kind of courage they were showing on field, we are missing. It's only about few two teams now, as you said.
No,
So
like
yes, that's a concern.
India is dominating and India is doing well. But even India's wins, I'm not able to enjoy these days because it seems like over domination. Like
Yeah, it seems the obvious thing.
yeah,
We
like
know the future. Kind of, it is like we are knowing the future. India will win. India will win. India will win.
yeah. That's the thing actually. Like even India's wins, we are not able to. The people will say, "Isn't it too much of anything is good for nothing?" Like that they will say. It seems as if
Huh.
India is over dominating too much. Like over hyping, over dominating, everything is coming too much from India nowadays.
The only thing is we want to see competitive cricket. Okay, it's not about results. Okay, India winning. Okay, it's okay. But the way other teams are losing is very bad for cricket.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So I guess we discussed a lot today.
Because if you
And let's wrap.
if
Huh.
you see till that New Zealand match, which where India were almost lost, like it was being tested, and India finished with 250. Till that match, it all other India have played five T20s against England, three ODIs against England, and then have come to the Champions Trophy and played against Pakistan and Bangladesh. In all those matches, like I didn't like only in that New Zealand match I really felt that India is tested and there's a real competition. In
Hmm.
all those five T20s, three ODIs, and then Pakistan, Bangladesh, in all those matches India won. But I was not getting a competitive feeling. It was just as if this game is just over. India already won. easy win. India were like bashing everyone for fun, like
Uh,
bashing, one-sided bashing. Only the
exactly.
New Zealand match I was getting a competitive feeling. Yesterday's match was also good, but this is the problem actually. Even India's wins, we are not able to celebrate because of that. Like it's not looking good as how it was before.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. You're correct in this sense. Like we are missing those vibes. I don't know why. So I guess we discussed a lot today about India versus Australia. So let's
Mm.
wrap this up. And I guess now one of the finalists is decided,
Yeah,
and we'll have another finalist by the end of the day. So it will be again a fantastic semi-final today and then a final on Sunday, which will happen in Dubai, of course, because India has qualified now.
yeah.
So we can say that India has not only knocked Pakistan out of the World Cup, India have knocked Champions Trophy out of Pakistan.
Pakistan. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Pakistan will also be hurt by this now. Actually, you have to feel for them also.
Uh, that's what we can do. Like it's all geopolitical things.
Yeah,
But yes, Australia played some good cricket. There were contributions from Stephen Smith and Alex Carey. And now, since Australia are out of the Champions Trophy, another sad news is with us that Steve Smith will no longer be part of ODI management, like ODI thing, and he
yeah.
has retired. So yes, with this we come to the end of our video. And if you have any last comments to make, you can make Anirudh.
Yeah, yeah. We had a good match between India and Australia, and today the second semi-final will be played in Lahore in Gaddafi Stadium. This is the last match today. Today's match will be the last match in Pakistan for this tournament, and after that we have the finals on Sunday. So hopefully, I personally I want South Africa to win this tournament. If that happens, it will be good, but most of the time, most likely it won't happen, and India will win. So let's see what happens. And we'll be back again to do the review of the New Zealand versus South Africa semi-final. So until then, take care, guys. Keep watching our videos. Keep liking. Keep subscribing, and post your comments in the comment section. We would also like to know all of your views about these matches. So on that note, we are signing off for today. So until next time, cheers and goodbye.
Thank you. Thank you.